Hello and welcome to my new channel. My name is Kat and today I'm sharing some really great hacks and ideas for how to wrap your Christmas gifts this year. I love taking my time to make sure a gift is beautifully wrapped, not just to make it look extra special for that family or friend that will receive it, but gift wrapping is also just such a relaxing and creative process for me. I usually sit down with a warm drink and really enjoy the process. So if you need some ideas on wrapping your Christmas gifts this year, and if you want to see all my hacks for wrapping gifts like a pro, then stick around. Since the first gift I'm wrapping is a soft item, I pulled out a box to put it in. Boxes are not only a good way to make soft items easier to wrap, but they also make small items feel like more. And to make the experience more luxurious for the person receiving the gift, I like to add some tissue paper inside the box, folding the gift in it and adding a small sticker, just like you get on some of your store-bought items. The devil is really in the details when you want to make a gift extra special. You want to start this wrapping technique off by cutting your paper so that the sides can wrap all the way around your box and the bottom of the paper covers 3/4 of the bottom of the box that you're wrapping, as well as the top of the box. Start by taping the bottom up 3/4 of the way and then fold up the sides of the paper. Bring the right hand side of the paper over the box at an angle in a pleat. And then pull the other side over in a triangle to create your second pleat. Then bring a third pleat up and over from the right side again and tape as you go to keep the pleats in place. Now you start seeing the pleat pattern. When you reach the top of your box, you can fold the sides as usual. I really love this simple but unique way to wrap gifts. It allows you to decorate your gift in many ways by just tucking anything into the folds, such as greenery, a flower, a card, candy canes, whatever you like. This next gift wrapping idea is one of my favorites because you can make it look really elegant and luxe. As I wrap my next gift, I like to make sure that I fold all the raw edges of the paper in and I tape them all down with double-sided tape. This is a great hack to achieve a really tidy and clean look to your gift. Then I take a simple white ribbon and I glue it around one side of the gift. I then take some simple jute twine and layer it on top of the white ribbon and wrap it around the top left side of my gift. You can also use macrame string instead. I make sure to leave a lot of extra length as I tie the string around the gift so that I can use that for the actual macrame knot later on. Then I take this old chunky necklace that I don't use anymore. It has some beautiful bejeweled beads on it that I'm going to decorate my gift with. I pick out a few of the bigger beads that will go well on the sides of my gift. Then I string them on the bottom of my jute string. I tie a knot and using the excess length, I start the macrame square knot design. First, I create a reverse D shape or loop with the left string by bringing it over the middle cord. Then I take the right hand string, go over the first string and under the middle cord and pull it through the loop. That's the first knot. For the second knot, I start with the right string and create a D shape over the middle cord. Then I take the left string, go over the first string and under the middle cord and pull it through the loop. It's really easy once you get the hang of it, but I will link to a more in-depth tutorial for square knot macrame if you've never done this before. After every 4 to 5 macrame knots, I pull up a bead and continue tying the knots around it. I finish off the macrame design by pulling the last knot really tightly and trimming off any excess string. To add a little more to this gift, I quickly put together a simple white bow out of scrap ribbon pieces. I take the longest piece to create some stacked loops, starting with a big loop and adding smaller loops on top by gluing them together. I added a gold tag and we're done with this really elegant gift wrap. This next gift is a really easy pleated wrap with a pendant for some added interest. I cut out a piece of paper that's big enough to wrap around the box and a little extra to create the pleats. I place my box at one end of the paper, I fold it over and tape it. Then I fold the other side over and make a small crease in the paper where the edge of the box is so I know where to start my pleats at. I start creating my pleats a little past that fold. I stop to measure and see how many more pleats I can fit on the gift. When I'm done, I fold the raw edge of the paper in and I stick it down with double-sided tape. I also fold down the edges nicely with some double-sided tape, and this wrap is done. I took this beautiful pendant off an old necklace I don't use anymore. I wrapped a sparkly gold ribbon around the top of my gift and made a cute bow. I then attached the pendant to it with some gold wire and finalized my gift with a small piece of greenery. I think this gift came out looking really exclusive and special with the added pendant and the sparkly ribbon. This next gift wrapping technique I was really excited to try out. I learned it from Shiho Masuda. I'll link her channel in the description below. She has some really amazing tutorials on there, so go check her out. I have another soft item gift here, and if you don't have a box to put it in, you can just sandwich it between two pieces of cardboard like I do here to make it easier to wrap. But ideally a box would make this wrapping technique easier for you. I start by placing my gift in the middle of the wrapping paper and fold over the edges. This time you don't have to worry about the raw paper edges, just make sure to fold it in the middle of the item like this, as we will cover this up later. Then you want to fold in the sides of your paper like this, making sure to fold the paper all the way in. Also make sure that the two triangular flaps you created are aligned to each other. Fold the upper flaps over to the middle and tape them down. Now cut an accent piece of paper that is the same width of your gift but half the height of it and add it on with some double-sided tape. Flip the bottom two flaps over the accent paper and glue them with double-sided tape as well. I finished off this gift with some gray ribbon in a double bow and glued two silver cones on top. I think this gift wrapping technique is so beautiful because of the layered papers. In this one I'll show you how to make a super easy gift bag out of wrapping paper. I saw Esther on Anova Crafts make this and I'll link her channel down below. You cut out a rectangle of wrapping paper, fold each side in and tape it with double-sided tape. Then you fold the bottom up as high as you want for your gift to fit inside the bag. Then you open it up and fold the sides down. Now fold the bottom flap up and the top flap to meet the bottom flap and tape it really well. As you fold these two flaps, make sure that the corners align, as you'll be folding the side over to match up with the corners. Check that everything is creased really well before you open the bag up and pop the bottom open. Re-crease the sides in the right way. Take your time to pinch it and refold it. To finish off this bag, you can add handles to the top or punch a hole to string some ribbon through it. I like to fold the top like an accordion and create this butterfly top. Since most wrapping paper is very thin, I like to go that extra step to reinforce the gift bag with some cardboard inside and in the bottom of the bag. This way it stands upright and the bottom won't break open from the weight of the gift inside. I finished off the bag with some simple white ribbon, some greenery, and these silver snowflakes. This way of wrapping is ideal for those oddly shaped or very small gift items. And you can customize it to fit the size of your gift as well. This next gift is an idea for how to wrap your gift with ribbon and add a handmade ornament. Like I showed you before, I wrap the soft item gifts in some tissue paper and place them in a box. I fold the flaps of the wrapping paper to hide the raw edges, and I use double-sided tape to achieve a really clean look. Then I take some fabric ribbon, wrap it around the corners of the gift like this, and tie a bow. Using velvet, satin, or other fabric ribbons on your gift is a great way to elevate them and make them feel more luxe. I always save beautiful ribbons from old gifts and reuse them on other gifts. The good thing about quality ribbons is that you can use them and reuse them many times over. To decorate this gift, I will show you a really easy and quick way to upcycle old and cheap looking ornaments to make them look brand new and one of a kind. I have these inexpensive plastic ornaments that have a beautiful design on them, but the quality of the plastic just feels really cheap, so I decided to give them new life by spray painting them with matte white. They already look much better, and I could leave it at that, but I decided to add these small poinsettia flowers off of these candlestick rings that I've kept to use in a DIY. So I cut off the flower and glue gun it to the painted ornament. You could also glue some small beads or a bow on it, and voila, here's the final look that will go perfectly with my gift. I also added a small handmade card with some stickers on it that match in color. Using quality ribbons and a small handmade card and some ornaments is a great way to decorate your gifts and personalize them. They say that great things come in small packages. If you have small items to wrap, maybe as stocking stuffers, you might like this next idea. When you finish up a roll of wrapping paper, you're left with that cardboard roll. Don't throw that away because this makes for great packaging for your gift. I start by cutting the cardboard to the size I need for my gift like this and wrap it into a roll. Then I take some tissue paper that is slightly wider than the roll I make and wrap around my gift. I then cut out some wrapping paper that is the same width as my roll and wrap it over the tissue paper. I stick everything down with double-sided tape. Then I tie a string around the ends of the tissue paper to create that Christmas cracker shape. I decorate this with a small strip of wrapping paper that matches the tissue. If you don't have a roll of cardboard, you can use toilet paper rolls or kitchen towel rolls instead. And this is ideal for the very small gift items, for stocking stuffers, or even just to decorate the dinner table. And speaking of using less or making use of everything you have, here's another good hack to use up all the scraps of ribbon that you cut off to create a bow. Here I have some scraps of ribbon from my DIY holiday wreath tutorial. I simply use my glue gun to glue together the ends of the ribbon to create the loops of the bow. Then I pinch it together and take a small scrap to cover the middle of my bow and glue everything together. And there you have it, a cute bow made out of 3 ribbon scraps that you would have otherwise thrown away. To finish decorating this gift, I take a thin velvet ribbon and tie it around the top of the gift and add my scrap ribbon bow on top. I also attach some neutral colored cones with wire and a gold gift tag that I cut to size and punched a hole in. Okay you guys, that's a wrap. Yes, pun intended, I couldn't help myself. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and found some inspiration and useful hacks for how to wrap your Christmas gifts this year to make them that little extra special. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, check out my DIY holiday wreath tutorial. Happy holidays everyone, and stay safe!